guests, and friends from the media fraternity. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this session with Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, Minister with the Government of India. Javadekar ji is one of the most prolific and proficient members of the current administration, and he needs really no introduction. He has a long history of handling critical offices, starting with the executive president of the State Planning Board and then the chairman of the task force on IT in the government of Maharashtra, then Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, and also leading the Indian delegation to the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference. Sri Javadekar presently handles the offices of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, along with the critical offices of information and broadcasting and heavy industries and public enterprises. We thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and accommodating our request amidst your very busy schedule. I would also like to thank today Shefexil for supporting us today and welcoming Dr. Lal Hingorani and Dr. M. Majid on our e-dais. Sir, we convene today at a very critical juncture in our history. The COVID pandemic has shaken the world, and India too is no exception. The bold steps taken by the Prime Minister to impose a temporary lockdown, followed by the phased unlocking, has helped our country keep the threat of pandemic at bay and under control. However, the unfortunate consequence of this pandemic has been the impact on the Indian economy and the livelihood on many, many people. The economy is still struggling to find its feet as we deal one quarter at a time. The economy, uh, we believe we can collectively work to emerge stronger from this crisis, and we look forward to your able leadership to take us through these troubling times. Indeed, it is thanks to the strong and capable leadership of the government that today we stand on the cusp of a remarkable bounce back by the Indian economy. After a period of GDP contraction by 23.9%, the Indian economy showed signs of bouncing back. Recent estimates suggest it is expected to contract at 7.8% on year to 134 lakh crores in FY21 and grow 9.6% on year at 147 lakh crores in FY22, according to the estimates of India Ratings. Almost all national and international agencies are suggesting India will bounce back to positive GDP growth by 22, with projections ranging from 5.4% to 10.8%. None of this would have fructified if not for the series of stimulus packages introduced timely by the government to the tune of nearly 30 lakh crores, amounting to 15% of our GDP. This is one of the most comprehensive economic policy interventions ever. We are grateful to Sri Javadekar ji for his tireless efforts across the various ministries and portfolios that he handles. Uh, we understand the government is setting up an interministerial committee for the capital goods sector to bolster the sector, while the new public sector policy being discussed by the cabinet is another critical development. I would like to congratulate Sri Javadekar for the recognition from the International Energy Agency that India has moved to the center stage of international energy affairs and is a role model for many of the developing nations. We also appreciate his hard work in establishing a high level ministerial committee for the implementation of the Paris Agreement, which will work on India's commitment to climate change and developing a green tomorrow. However, the road to recovery is not going to be smooth, and there are several signs of challenges even as we celebrate these green shoots. The year witnessed a systemic shock to the large informal market, especially of labor and employment. This market is yet to reach equilibrium, with reports of large scale unemployment or loss of livelihood being coupled with reports of shortage of labor in the industry. Then there is the bigger issue of inflation that even the government is acutely aware of. The consumer price index was a critical 6.9% in November, while the WPI based inflation has inched from 1.3% in September to 1.55%. Inflation is a big challenge for the economy even before the pandemic. But continuing inflation, even during this slowdown, is worrying trend, and I'm sure you share our concerns. Sir, We understand that we are all together in this protracted battle for the revival, and collectively we can achieve these positive growth figures being projected for our economy. Our chamber believes in working closely with the government for the betterment of our industries and the region. Minister Sir, one of our members has highlighted some difficulty they are facing in the Odisha Pollution Control Board. We will write to your office and I request you to favorably look into that case as well. So, with these words and with a request for advice to our members on how they can, embark on the path of growth once again, I would request you to address our members, sir. Please.
Thank you, Akash Shah. I'm very happy to be with you under the banner of Merchant Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kolkata. This is, we are meeting in 2021, first time. So, Happy New Year, and really it should be happy.
Thank you.
Second is, लास्ट ईयर, पिछला साल कोरोना से शुरुआत हुआ था, ये साल वैक्सीन से शुरू हुआ है. तो फ्रॉम निगेटिविटी टू पॉजिटिविटी, ये इस साल का थीम होगा ऐसा मुझे लगता है. ये वैक्सीन आया तो एक होप आया, एक श्योरिटी आई कि हमने संकट का अच्छा मुकाबला किया. जैसे आपने कहा, यूरोप के अन्य देशों में और अमेरिका में कल 3 लाख से ज्यादा केसेस एक दिन में आए हैं. अमेरिका हमसे 1/3 है, फिर भी 3 लाख केसेस है. हमारे यहां देश भर में 30,000 केसेस है, 20,000 है. तो ये फर्क है. दूसरा, कल ब्रिटेन में 62,000 न्यू केसेस, और वो भी नए स्ट्रेन के मिले हैं. तो ये बहुत बाकी देशों का अनुभव है. इस पृष्ठभूमि में भारत का अनुभव दुनिया के लिए एक सही रास्ता दिखाने वाला मार्ग है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है. सो लेट अस वेलकम 2021. एट द सेम टाइम, वी से कि दिस इज न्यू नॉर्मल. वी मीट ऑन वर्चुअली, on Zoom or any other platform. This new normal, to a great extent, is much beneficial, because what happens is everybody comes on time, program finishes in time, and at the same time, everybody is precise and you save much of your time. This is how things happen, but that does not mean that we should stick to this new normal. But now the hybrid mode will be there even after the pandemic is over. So this is one good, as you said, economy was in deep trouble all over the world. दुनिया के अनेक देश है जहां 10%, 15%, 20% का डिप है. हमारा एक क्वार्टर जो कोरोना के बाद आया, उसमें 24% डिप था. वहां से निकलकर हम 7.7 तक आ गए हैं. तो इसका मतलब वी आर ऑन रोड टू रिकवरी. एंड एज यू राइटली सेड, that the booster of 30 lakh crore rupees, and I will say, put one adjective to it, it was targeted booster. It was not general. It was sector specific, program specific, and at the same time, beneficiary specific. So this has helped India to build recovery. You have also expressed concern about inflation rate. But one should not read too much in such an abnormal situation about the inflation, because we are pumping money. when you pump in money, there will be little more of inflation, but that will not wipe out the government's actions. And again, we will be back to our 5% or below. So I'm very sure that things will be much easier. You said something about Odisha pollution board. You have some problem and you will be sending me the, definitely it is welcome. But let me tell you an interesting story out of this. आज कलकत्ता में 309 इतना एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स है ऊपर in red category. It is 309. Delhi is 250, but still high, 270 or 300. But at the same time, the same size, same population, same vehicular population, same waste management, same industries, and Bangalore is only 61 and Chennai is 47. So this is an interesting phenomenon. We must understand that how this happens. कि 4 महानगर, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, all are, the conglomerate is 20 million. It has the same vehicle number. It has the same industries, or even somewhere it is more. But in southern India, the pollution levels are too low. And in Gangetic Belt, it is more. Why this happens? That's an interesting thing I just recollected, and therefore I'm telling that we have alluvial soil. On the Gangetic Belt, 2 things happen. A cold chill from Himalaya, Gangetic moisture, and the dust, alluvial soil. So there is dust all over. In southern India, there is a Deccan Plateau, and there is no dust and there is wind. In this region of Gangetic Belt, there is dust and there is no wind. And therefore, this one meteorological factor is also responsible for high or low pollution levels in the respective cities. This one new aspect also must be taken care of, or also must be noticed at least. But that does not absolve us from doing anything. कि भाई ये तो प्रकृति का खेल है, तो हवा चलेगी तो प्रदूषण जाएगा, नहीं चलेगी तो रहेगा, तो इसलिए हमें कुछ नहीं करना है, ऐसा नहीं है. We must maintain our vehicles, we must be disciplined, we must use minimum vehicles. At the same time, nearby works we must complete on electrical scooters or cycle or something like that. We must use electrical vehicle. That's my department. And electrical vehicles today, the situation is whether what is first, egg or chicken, like that. Because price of electrical vehicles is nearly 40% above the same size or same quality of other normal petrol diesel vehicle. और इसलिए लोग ज्यादा कीमत है लेते नहीं. अच्छा, जब तक स्केल अटेन नहीं होगा, प्राइसेस कम नहीं होगी, और साथ ही साथ चलाने के लिए बैटरी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी, चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी होना चाहिए. तो हमने अभी 3000 चार्जिंग स्टेशंस नए शुरू कर रहे हैं ऑन दिल्ली Chandigarh and Delhi Agra highways. At every 10 kilometers there will be charging station and people will get it. We have also accepted battery swapping policy So battery swapping policy is also very important because you will get ready charged battery without losing or wasting your time, and you can continue your travel whenever necessary. But I am using electrical vehicle, and my electrical vehicle once charged can travel up to 300 kilometers. So it's a good, and particularly in cities, you should not worry, you should start using it. Because I see in a distant future, not at a very distant future, in the near future, people will start using electrical vehicles more often because that takes care of pollution. So pollution का ये भी एक मुद्दा मेरे ध्यान में ऐसे ही आया, इसलिए मैंने उसका उल्लेख किया. आज मेरे मन में और दो विचार आए कि हमेशा हम क्लाइमेट, विवेक गुप्ता, नमस्ते. So he's my colleague. So
He's our colleague as well. He's our immediate past president of the chamber.
oh yes, that's good. So I was telling about, Acha, the way I told you about the pollution in various cities, there is an interesting app developed by CPCB, and that app is called Sameer app, SAMEER. So after meeting is over, you just download Sameer app. It gives latest information of more than 100 cities of the country. Sameer app. It's wonderful. It's free, and it gives you complete picture scenario with complete data and everything about 120 or more cities. So this is just a good point of reference. I was telling about today. After this program, my my program is little bit rescheduled because I have also to go to PMO for a presentation. So I have changed my timetable a little bit. But we are also today publishing digital calendar. Government calendars used to be printed every year in lakhs. Used to go to every Gram Panchayat everywhere. But instead of printing and wasting paper, because that is also an important aspect of our fight against this kind of emissions or pollutions or depletion of wood stock. So we are not using now paperless governance. That is also very important. And in that, हम एक आज डिजिटल कैलेंडर को उद्घाटन में अभी करूंगा. और डिजिटल कैलेंडर ये भी आपको कोई भी OIS हो या iOS हो या एंड्रॉइड हो, किसी भी इस पर इसका ऐप तुरंत आपको डाउनलोड होगा गवर्नमेंट कैलेंडर का. और वो डिजिटल कैलेंडर will give all information with regular calendar, because in diary and in regular calendar also we have in the, but there is no specific what are the cultural functions, what are the ceremonies to be held, what are the government programs. All these information will also be there. You can diary, you can make notes, there will be alerts and everything. So one digital calendar also we are bringing out. That also will serve people, because what Modi ji has done is transformative changes in very simple things. First decision he made was giving right of self-attestation. Can you imagine? Everybody had to run to offices or residence to get attestation done on their certificates. Now nobody has to rush. That is the empowerment of common man. A very small decision in a way, but it gave complete convenience to the people. He cancelled our red bacon on the cars of ministers. It's a signal towards the way we are moving towards what kind of state we want. And that is what he is known for, making transformative changes in easier ways. I'll just, in the same vein, I will tell you, एक अच्छा ऐप है, वो ऐप है न्यूज ऑन एयर. यू कैन डाउनलोड इट, न्यूज ऑन एयर. ये बहुत अच्छा ऐप है. इसमें आप समझो जयपुर के हैं तो जयपुर आकाशवाणी केंद्र आपको यहां सुनाई देगा कलकत्ता में. आप केरल के हैं तो केरल का आवाज सुनाई देगा. दुनिया में कहीं भी जाओ, उस ऐप के द्वारा, जो नहीं तो आकाशवाणी केंद्रों की और मीडियम वेव की ऐसी स्थिति थी कि उसी शहर में सुनाई नहीं देता ढंग से, वहां अब ये सब जगह सुनाई देने लगा. ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात हो गई है. टीवी भी दिखता है, न्यूज भी मिलते हैं, सब कुछ है. इट्स न्यूज ऑन एयर. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो बिकमिंग वेरी पॉपुलर. Lastly, I will tell you two things about climate change. The reality is that India is not responsible for climate change. ये climate change कैसे हुआ? Climate change इसलिए हुआ कि दुनिया के अनेक देशों ने 200 साल से कार्बन एमिशंस बहुत किए और कार्बन एमिशन के साथ उनका औद्योगिकरण हुआ, उसके कारण उनकी तरक्की भी हुई. वो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज हो गए. उस समय हमें इजाजत नहीं थी तो इसलिए हम नहीं थे और इसलिए आज दुनिया का अगर हिस्टोरिकल एमिशन का अकाउंट देखेंगे, बैलेंस शीट देखेंगे, तो भारत का कंट्रीब्यूशन केवल 3% है. ओनली 3% कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया in the historical emission balance sheet. तो ये हिस्टोरिकली हमारे लिए बहुत कम है और इसलिए हम इसके लिए जिम्मेवार नहीं है. But as a responsible nation, we are saying that we are sufferers also because of this climate change. We are victims. But at the same time, we want to be responsible for our actions, and therefore we are also making efforts to mitigate the climate change. And therefore we are taking action. Solar energy, just 5 years ago, it was just 2,000 megawatts. Now it is 36,000 megawatts in 6 years. And the total renewable is now 90,000 megawatts. And we are moving towards 1 lakh by 2022. The Gujarat plant, जिसका फाउंडेशन स्टोन मोदी जी ने रखा, वो 30,000 मेगावाट का एक जगह सोलर एनर्जी पार्क हो रहा है. तो दुनिया हमारे आसपास बदल रही है और इसलिए हम ये काम कर सकते हैं. So India is taking action, though it is not mandated that way. Whatever national determined contribution we have accepted, we are following that. Practically, we are the only country which is following our commitments. Many other countries committed something and are not doing that thing properly. And they are now preaching for carbon neutralization in 2050. I reviewed industry and I'm very happy that industry without government dictate is behaving more responsibly and they are taking their own targets when they will be carbon neutral. How they will reduce their energy consumption, how they will become more energy efficient, how they are going to produce solar energy, how they are going to make real changes and make their campuses green, how they will be investing more in plantation of trees and ensuring its growth. So all these put together Indian industry is also doing very responsible things, and I must compliment them. So, this is India's past and future also, and present also. Today, India accounts for only 6 or 7% of the emissions today that are happening, that are taking place. तो भारत ऐतिहासिक दृष्टि से भी जिम्मेवार नहीं था. आज भी हमारे 16% पॉपुलेशन होने के बावजूद हमारा एमिशन लेवल केवल 7% है, और हम इसके आगे और अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. तो इंडिया इज बिहेविंग रिस्पॉन्सिबली अंडर द डायनामिक लीडरशिप ऑफ नरेंद्र मोदी जी. इतने ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव चेंजेस आए हैं. डिजिटल इंडिया, किसी ने सोचा था कि सब्जी लेने के लिए जाएगा तब भी कोई यूपीआई करेगा, और सब जगह लोग पैसे देने लगे हैं. डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शंस आर नाउ 200 बिलियन. Very great amount of digital transactions are taking place. So this is the changed India. आपको पता नहीं होगा 5,000 रेलवे स्टेशन पर वाईफाई सुविधा दी है. वहां लाखों छात्र वहां प्लेटफॉर्म पे शाम को जाते हैं, सब वहां बैठते हैं, दिन भर भी आते हैं, रहते हैं, वो डाउनलोड करते हैं, अपना अध्ययन करते हैं और फिर घर जाते हैं. और अब तो भारत नेट रीचिंग ऑल 6 लाख विलेजेस, नो एक्सेप्शन. सो ये भी काम करना चल रहा है. सो देयर आर चेंजेस हैपनिंग ऑल ओवर. इट्स अ हैपनिंग प्लेस टुडे, एंड देयरफॉर आई कैन से दैट दिस इज अ चेंजिंग इंडिया. Everybody's contribution is important, and therefore we all can work together to achieve our dream for a better India, for better tomorrow. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. Minister Saab, I would now request Shri Rishabh Kothari, because you have to rush to the PMO.
Yeah.
Will forward the questions that we have from our members.
Please.
Presentation, but
Please.
I would request Mr. Rishabh Kothari to propose a vote of thanks. Actually, Mr. Vivek Gupta,
Vivek, batao.
Make a remark, and I will have to agree to him because he's my past president.
And my colleague, and more importantly, in our environmental groupings which we made as a minister, we made as members of parliament, he was part of our team, and now I am minister there, the same department, but we worked together before the Modi government came.
Sir, I just wanted to say, to tell all the participants here in Zoom and worldwide, that it was an absolute honor and pleasure and privilege to work under you. I have learned so much, sir, in all trips. And sir, the way you, even when we were not part of, when you were not part of the Modi government, I mean, before 2014, and we were not part of UPA, but how the opposition and everybody came together, worked, and projected the country's position, as you explained rightly. And sir, I also wanted to tell them that they are so privileged and honored that they've got your time and opportunity. We must, sir, take more of your time sometime soon. Sir, just one more thing. Sir, apart from environment, sir, you are also the Minister for Information and Broadcasting. Sir, I have to use this to, sir, a lot has happened under you, sir, but we need more, sir. Dil mange more, sir. Nothing
Yes.
else.
That's good.
Sir. Nothing else.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, namaskar sir, and thank you really very much for your time. But जैसे विवेक जी ने बोला दिल मांगे more. So my first request to you before I actually propose a vote of thanks is कि जैसे आपने of course बताया कि the new normal is much more beneficial, but we want the honor, privilege and the pleasure of actually meeting you in person. So whenever you are in Calcutta next, we would be very honored if you could give us some time and we could have an in-person meeting with you also, sir. So, sir, ये हमारी दरख्वास्त और प्रार्थना है आपसे. And with these words, I would really like to also thank you very much heartily for giving us so much of time. We are aware that you were also going to travel today, and there's so many things happening at your end. And even then, you took out time and addressed our members. And I also would like to take this opportunity to thank especially our partners for the day, Chef Excel, as well as Doordarshan, and all our friends in the media who are here and covering this event. So, sir, thank you very much for all the time. And I request everyone to who is here to join me in thanking you. And we request you to accept our vote of thanks with
Thank
acclamation.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.